Hi everyone, I'm Lee. I'm from Rochester, New York. I'm currently living in Brooklyn, New York, working at Mizuho Bank. So I've been working in the financial service industry for 3 years now, and my current goals is to go to a top 10 program. Ideally will be Wharton for me, and my goal is to get the 690 to 710 on the GMAT, and I know I can make it happen with Apex. Every session, I felt like it wasn't like a script. Is very catered to me and catered to my needs, and is adjusted based on what I need and the skills that I have and the progression that I'm making. So I felt like that was the best thing, and I felt like if me and my tutors, we came with a problem and they realized that I was having difficulties, they would readjust the plan to make sure that I'm successful at the end. Well, I was doing some self-study by myself, and I found the GMAT to be very challenging, just like answering the questions and doing it in an efficient way. It was taking me too much time. I didn't know how to approach the exam or the questions, especially with the time restraint, and I felt like I needed some help, so that's the reason why I reached out to Apex. When you start the self-study, the GMAT is very challenging, and you get kind of discouraged, and I guess I was looking for someone to like motivate me when needed, because in the day I know it was an exam that I would like to take, but the motivation and the confidence is something that really what I was seeking for, and I felt like as of now the service that I've been given from Apex has been great, and I feel like the tutors that I'm working with has been motivating me and building up my confidence and just making me more aware of what I'm capable of doing. So at first, when I started doing my prep alone, I was just trying to do everything algebraically, trying to just crunch out the numbers, just trying to making my life harder. Then like working with my tutors, they showed me different skills that I can use to not do the math and just to see everything on an abstract level and just take a different approach, and just instead of taking one way, think of every question as taking 3 ways and just choosing the best way for that question, just to save time and just to have more time to work on those difficult questions of the exam. I'm currently working with 2 people, Christopher and Marvin, and Christopher is more of like the skills coach. He's really hammering down the basics, and Marvin is more of the strategy coach. So it's like just working with those 2 on a weekly basis really, it gives me the confidence. So working with Christopher on a weekly basis is a build up for Marvin. Christopher is really making sure that he's ironing out the details, and Marvin is running point, just making sure that I have the right strategies to be successful. So it's just like their personalities both great. I love the both of them. They've been very supportive within this process and making sure that I'm bringing my A game. And like being a student athlete and just having that coach, so I look at my tutor as my coach. He's like, I can be the best athlete, but I can't really get ahead of myself without the perfect coach, and I felt like what Apex has given me was just the best coach for me. And what I like most about Apex is not about like just us doing one problem, but us changing the problem, changing the difficulties on that selective problem. It's just be like an easy problem, but just making it harder and making it more challenging, just breaking it down and dissecting the problem. I didn't want to go with the other services or other firms because they wasn't giving me the special treatment. I felt like a special student.